It's Sunday, June the 10th, out here for a rare double visit to the track. Out here meeting some friends from school. But yesterday was Belmont Stakes Day, so let's take a look at how things went on a very unique and interesting Belmont Stakes Saturday. Missed on the first two, came out here early because Belmont started early, and then in the third, my first bet at Churchill Downs, I like Teller Terry, just up in a photo. Belmont Saturday, first winner of the day, Teller Terry at Churchill Downs, just up in time. When that was official, it was about 12:45, and over the next 3+ hours, I didn't cash a single ticket. Second, all over the place. One of the worst second place was in the Grade 2 Honeymoon Handicap out at Hollywood. I had one of my co-best bets of the day out there, where I liked number 1, Lady Shamrock. Had to alter course in mid-stretch, came flying on the outside, photo finish, I'm in the green cap on the outside. Yes, that was me second. Finally, at about 4 o'clock, Glass Art went wire to wire on the Monmouth turf, paid $11.60, I doubled the bet and I got back $58. I was certain I would win the Grade 1 Just a Game with Winter Memories, who was unbeaten over the Belmont course. She was a late running second. And then it was time for my best bet of the day at Calder in the Unbridled Stake. I like number 7, Fort Loudon.
Bahamian Squall took a failed run ahead without on Hello Princeton Angel of Distinction. But Fort Loudon, the definition of a Calder specialist, and he wins the Unbridled Stake by 3.5.
Today's best at Calder, tons the best. Couldn't believe they let him go off at 3-5. Woohoo! Tons the best. Couldn't believe they let him go off at 3-5. Collected $80 there. Walked inside. Within minutes, I saw by Rama win the Manhattan Beach Stakes at Hollywood Park on the turf. 3-5, I doubled the bet. Got back close to $20 there. Missed in the Woody Stevens at 8-1 with currency swap, and I was second again. Missed 3 more, made my bets for the rest of the day, and headed home to watch the Belmont Stakes and the late races on the big screen TV and on the computer. When I got home, it was about 15 minutes from post time for the Belmont, and I'll Have Another had been going for the Triple Crown, and I was sure he was going to get it, but he'd scratched on Friday, so I went with Union Rags. I'd seen Union Rags win the Grade 1 Saratoga Special in August when I was visiting Saratoga. Then in the feature race, the Saratoga Special, I like number 2, Stat, as they came into the stretch and the slot.
Isolated, Union Rags, just a 2-year-old, frolicking on the mud.
And then I was very impressed with his win in the Grade 1 Champagne at Belmont, going a mile, and made him one of my best bets of the day for the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, where I hosted 23 friends and family on the rail at Churchill Downs. But that day, he fell a nose short of Hanson, who was named the juvenile champion in a poorly conceived bet. Union Rags was obviously the best horse. Union Rags came back in the winter, won the Fountain of Youth, and when I hosted 17 people on Florida Derby Day, I thought Union Rags was much the best in the Florida Derby. But a horrible, terrible, one of the worst rides in the history of thoroughbred racing caused him to be a late winner. Union Rags in the Florida Derby, terrible ride, fire that guy. Distant third at 2-5, nobody's happy. I was at Churchill Downs on Kentucky Derby Day with my mom, my sister, my niece, my daughter Julie, and her good friend Shelby, and I had Union Rags as my best bet of the day to win the Kentucky Derby, but again, Julian Leparoux, terrible ride. He was a late running 7th. He passed the Preakness and came back today, and with the scratch of I'll Have Another, he was my bet. He went off as the second choice at 5-2, and as they came down the stretch,
here's Adam Gunn on the far outside. Unstoppable Union Rags is fourth along the rail. Delahan and Streetlifer trying to get involved late. It's still Painter. Union Rags. Adam Gunn. Painter. Union Rags fighting for the rail. Painter. Union Rags is better. Union Rags in the Belmont Stakes. And Painter was second best. Then came Adam Gunn.
oh, justification. Oh, Right, how about that? Well, when I had left to go home, it was about 10 minutes from post time for the Grade 1 Manhattan going 1.25 miles on the turf. And as I left the track, I noticed that my choice, Desert Blanc, was 6-1 on the board. So after the Belmont, I went online to watch the replay, and it was a thrilling finish. Desert Blanc coming down to the wire, heads up, heads down.
Steel down toward the rail. Desert Blanc looms in behind him, looking for a way through. Then Sumayed, Boisterous, and Al-Khali. Top of the stretch. Hudson Steele still there as they enter the final furlong. Hudson Steele strides away to lead by 2. Here comes Desert Blanc. Desert Blanc trying to get off the inside. Now he's got some running room. Hudson Steele to catch. Desert Blanc and Paw Bodie. Desert Blanc and Paw Bodie now. Paw Bodie, Desert Blanc. Boisterous late. Here's the wire. Photo finish, heads up and down.
Oh, a winner, and not only that, but it's 6-1. With my double bet, he paid $14.20, got back nearly $75. My last score of the day came my co-best bet at Hollywood and the Grade 1 Charlie Whittingham. Everybody thought that Acclamation couldn't come back off the layoff. He was the lone speed, and if he ran his worst race, I thought he'd still win today. Right to the front as they turned for home.
Acclamation goes to the quarter pole, and he is still solidly in front. 2 lengths over Slim Shady in second. Juniper Pass moves through at the rail. Utopian 5 from the California-bred Acclamation, trying to make it 3 in a row in the Whittingham, and he leads by 3 lengths. Slim Shady continues to run after him in second. Utopian has taken third. Acclamation, Slim Shady. Acclamation goes all the way to win.
Much the best. On the day I had 7 winners, 13, count them, 13 seconds. It's amazing that I closed the gap to lose just a little bit of money on the day. So we're out here today on Sunday, try to get some of that money back that the track owes me. We'll come back and take a look at how today went in just a little while. So here's a wrap up of Sunday. I think it's pretty fair to conclude that this weekend is called In the Money Weekend. In the opener at Monmouth, it was a nice 7-1, trailed the field throughout, finished 7th. Second at Churchill, 3-1, challenged, hung to be 4th. In the second, I liked Fill Our Pockets. As they approached the gate, he was 7-1. As they got into the gate, he was 7-2. And as they came down the stretch, he was 5-2. He was 4 wide.
Farm to fair, then he coming back for more. Veritek filling Our Pockets best of all. Fill Our Pockets up in time.
Oh yeah, celebrate with my buddy Mr. Chuck Graham. Got the winner. And we were 1 for 3 on the day, which is my typical average. Then we went to Monmouth. Doubled the bet on Summer Frolic, 6th at 5-2. Churchill doubled the bet on Conservative Value, 13-1. Took the lead in Deep Stretch, only be passed for second. At Arlington, we were 3rd at 2-1. At Arlington again, we were 6-5, ran 3rd. Animal Spirits tripled the bet at Churchill in the 5th. Second best to the favorite, who came flying on the outside at 8-5. I didn't like him because he's a deep closer. Arlington race 4, tripled the bet on Washington Datch, 2-1, menacing move on the turn, hung through the stretch to be 3rd. 7th at Calder, Sugar Babe went off at 3-5, 3rd, in the money again. Monmouth on the turf, tuned me in, flying late at 9-2, 3rd. 8th at Calder, Twin, never even picked up her feet, 9th at 4-1. 6th at Arlington, 5-1 on McLaird, looked to be making a winning move. 2nd, outfinished. 2nd at Hollywood, too late on Eleanor Rigby, 4th. 9th at Calder, the finale, It Takes Heart, dropping first time into 2 lifetime competition. They broke out of the gate, dead last all the way around. 7th at Churchill, 5-1 on the morning line. Leah went off at 2-1, the second choice. Got beat by 23-1 and couldn't get by in the stretch. And the 10th at Monmouth is my best bet of the day. Number 1, Data Link in the Grade 2, the Monmouth Stakes.
Get Stormy, strikes the lead. Get Stormy, get serious. On the far outside, Data Link putting in the late run now with John Velasquez. Between horses, Mahobalo. It is Get Stormy. Data Link on the outside, a measured move. And it's the 3-5 favorite, Data Link in the Monmouth Stakes.
Data Link, last first, today's best, finally a winner. The 5th at Hollywood tripled the bet on number 9, Royal Meridian, 9-5 on the morning line. Drops out of maiden special weight with top speed figures.
Wide, but moving up is Royal Meridian. He's only a length off the lead. Bevan Budd is next. Final furlong, and look at the 5 of them stretch across the track. Hammer the Bay. At the rail, Hello Frankie. You're joking. Royal Meridian in the center. Now these 4 come to the wire, and Royal Meridian pokes his neck in front. Hello Frankie second at the rail. Royal Meridian. Royal Meridian beat Hello.
It's been a good Belmont weekend. Had a lot of fun at the races, but man, how many races can I just run in the money and not win? Come back at it next weekend, next Saturday night at Churchill Downs. It's the Grade 1 Clark Handicap.